dip into their personal savings and checking account,
Yeah.
they're going to go get a business loan. So you got to think in those terms and that way. And there's a lot of people that, could be doing this, but they're kind of stuck in that rut of, oh, we just can't save enough. And you don't want to be 80 years old still having that, that thought of, gosh, if we could have just saved enough, we could have done, all these things.
Yeah. But one of our most successful members, when we actually didn't have the cash to do it and leveraged a HELOC on his property for $150,000, got into a property, and he's been into the game for a year and a half, has passive income over $200,000 a year, and has over $1 million of equity with the 2 properties he's purchased. And so it's pretty, and he was never kind of to that point of being able to save enough cash to do it, but he had this HELOC that he was able to tap into, and his life has completely changed. And so you want to, and we're not talking about over leveraging properties here, right? You're not taking 120% out of your property or anything like that, right? There's limits to what you can do here, but most people have equity in their property, but you're not able to tap into all of it, right, Jeff?
Well, yeah, and that's a great point because, you can only go up to 80% loan to value. And so, there's some protection in there that you're not over leveraging. You're not going to get yourself in an underwater position. Are we guaranteed what's going to happen in the markets? No, but that's a pretty safe place that you're going to leave 20% of the equity in the property.
Yeah, absolutely. But when you have it, and a lot of people do, what a great resource to be able to put into play, right? Put it into something else that continues to build for you and, build that long-term wealth and that lifestyle freedom that we're all after. And so, Jeff, this has been awesome, man. I kept you longer than I said I was going to keep you, so I appreciate you spending a little extra time with us today. This is a great conversation. I know it's one of our hottest topics, and this is, I'm sure, going to be rivaling our first episode, which is one of our top viewed and listened to episodes. So again, thank you so much. So people can go get a hold of you. The best spot you said is at 10% down, all spelled out, and so same as the website that we had on the first one. So we're not confusing people, but that's great. So go to 10percentdown.com, go visit, set a time up to visit with Jeff and his team to be able to say which option is the best option for you, right? Like Jeff said, there's plenty of information online, go do your due diligence, everything else, but there's nothing beats a conversation because everybody's situation is so unique. And so, we're Jeff and his team are so willing to get on the phone and run and have these consultations with you. And I can truly say this is a consultation, and they're going to point you in the right direction and tell you that it's not the right fit if it's not the right fit. And that's one thing I very much appreciate you guys doing is really taking that service mentality on these consultations. I've had more than one, many people tell us how that conversation has gone and how valuable it was to them. And now you have a lot more resources, which is really exciting. And so, again, thank you so much, Jeff, for being here. We'll go to 10percentdown.com, find you guys, set up a time to talk. And as always, guys, I appreciate you listening, joining us on the podcast on YouTube. If you get any value out of these episodes, and leave us a review, share it with somebody that you know, give us a thumbs up. Those things do matter to us. And as always, we'll be back with you next week, same time, same place. And in the meantime, do something today, just one thing today that you can go start building that life that you don't want to take a vacation from. Cheers, my friends.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Vacation Rental Revolution podcast. Share this with other people you think need to hear about it. And don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review.